Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. We are back at it tonight with Super Mario 64DS 80-star speedruns, where we get 80 stars and beat the game as quickly as possible without doing certain glitches. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that the last thing I did last stream was a 50-star speedrun, which notably has a save and coin in it, so my save files were a little messed up. Alright, now we have a 0-star file. Yeah, I think we're locked and loaded and ready to go. I think I may have just... Okay, never mind. Sorry, accidentally, trying to select my splits properly and weird stuff happening with it, but I think everything is actually okay now. It's time to do this crazy thing called speedrunning, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Last time I streamed this game, which was, I think, a week ago, I think exactly a week ago, shockingly, the first run of the day was the best. Or at the very least, it was, not bad enough to reset early, and then it ended up, getting stretched pretty far into the late game, and then I had a meltdown at the end, so... We'll see if we can have a similar success with the first run today, hopefully without the corresponding failure. I don't know. Hey there, Subsan, welcome back to the stream, hope you're doing well. We're in the castle. Step 1 towards beating the game is enter the castle. Well, I guess step 1, I don't know. I mean, that is the first thing you do, but I guess it's just a question of, how much do you break that up into sub-steps? Does catching the rabbit count as a separate step 1? Because I guess to beat this game, at least under the rule set of this category, you need 80 stars, you need at least 4 keys. I get 5. Because there's the castle door key, there's the 2 Bowser keys for Dark World and Fire Sea, there's the Mario key, which you need, and then there's the Luigi key, which I get also, but is not technically necessary. And then you have to do the final boss fight and get, the big star, even though that doesn't save to your file or anything, it's still a thing that I guess you collect. I don't know if I consider the jumbo star or whatever it is at the end of the game. I don't know if I consider that a collectible. I had an idea for a stream at some point, I think it was for last year's Mario Day, which was getting one of every collectible in 3D All-Stars. Which I guess Mario Day is coming up in a couple weeks. Maybe that was horrible angle, Jesus Christ. Maybe I could try something like that, think about that again, but... There is just a question of, what counts as a collectible. And it really just is how you define it, I think. So... My chair is making a lot of noise right now, and I do not know why. Nice long jump. Oh, this is a very slow castle entry. I don't know what I'm doing for Mario Day, if anything. Because last year we did the bingo with Evan, which took forever because I did not exactly have... I did not really have much of a consideration for my own time when designing that. And I think I didn't design it very well. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything this year. I can't stream on Mario Day itself. Because I have to teach on that day, because it's a Monday, and that my TA assignments are Monday evenings. But maybe on, and I can't do the Sunday before, I can't do before, because I'm traveling that weekend, but maybe I could do like the Tuesday or Wednesday after. But I don't know what I do. I know I've done something the past couple of years, because last year there was the bingo. 2 years ago I did like all the different 64DS runs. Okay, I think that's actually the pinned video on my VODs channel. It's like called My Journey Through 64DS. And I went over like a few different routes. So that was cool. I don't know if I did anything 3 years ago. At some point I did, can I beat 6 Mario games in 6 hours, but I don't know if that was for Mario Day or for like a stream anniversary, so. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what I would do. I haven't really thought about that. That is not that much better of an angle than the first time. Good enough, but holy shit, this is slow. Alright, we get to enter Want's Fortress! Woo! Oh my god, I'm like +7 right now. Jesus, I did not actually look at the splits when I split the first time. I mean, splits are +5.8, but I definitely lost him on that slide, so. Alright. Well, we got that. Part of me was like, well, if I fail this, it won't be the end of the world, because I'll just reset this bad start. But then I succeeded, and I kind of, I YOLO'd it a little bit, because I went through it a little faster than usual. Oh my god, what the fuck was that long jump angle, dude? That was such a bad long jump angle. Well, I am playing sloppy today, so far. We will see if I can do better moving forward, but I'm gonna need to do better to get any sort of decent run. What the hell am I doing? Honestly, that shouldn't lose that much time, because I'll probably be on, like, I think this is the same cycle I'm usually on. Well, I think you can be on one faster. I should learn how. I think it's like jump and side flip instead of double jump ledge grab. But I don't know. Side flipping on the D-pad is like just annoying. And I'm not. I guess I'm okay in the context of like the Womps fight, but having to do like forward or backward side flips instead of side to side is just very weird to roll up and down on a D-pad. Left to right at least is... I think I'm used to the rolling left to right motion on the D-pad by drifting in Mario Kart DS. Yeah, but that was me trying to do a side flip there, and it just did not happen. And that actually did lose a little time, unlike the other failed movement. Oh well. It's very jarring anytime I play the original Mario 64 that it doesn't play the owl music. It just continues to play the normal Womps music. And it's like, I don't know, it's just so ingrained in me that there should be special owl music, and then there isn't, and it's like... Okay, that's a side flip I don't always get. And then I almost always get stuck on the door. That's actually nothing new. That door frames. I don't know why they put the door frame on that one door, but it makes that door really, really obnoxious to enter for some reason. I almost did not get that. And I did leave myself stuck behind a tree, but... It's a skinny enough tree that it doesn't matter that much. Very, very thin trees here in Sunshine Isles. Was like, I don't associate palm trees with being super skinny like this. Although I guess the normal trees in this game are even smaller. It's just a great question. Why are the trees in Mario 64 so small? I'd ask, like, are these characters secretly just giants? But I feel like we have enough data on heights of Mario Bros. Characters that they're, like, relatively normal. If anything, the actual human people in, like, New Donk City tend to be, like, taller than Mario. So, like... Yeah, what do we think of these trees that are, like, 6 feet tall and appear to me like... Maybe every tree in this game is just a shrub or something? But I don't know. But you think those wouldn't support the weight of, like, a fat Italian plumber climbing them? Uh-oh. It's like, is this stage, Goombas, you're actually platforming on, and this boss fight is on, like, normal-sized trees compared to... I mean, these are big trees, but these are actually, like, scaled to how you would expect a tree to be scaled. You know? I'm trying to, like, Mario Odyssey, like, Wooded Kingdom has trees, and they're, like, pretty normal height. I don't... Does Galaxy have trees? I mean, there's the big tree in, like, Honey Hive that's, like, normal-ish size. I don't know if it has, like, that many climbable trees, but they do. It really is just 64 that has tiny... I don't know why I'm still going on about this. Probably because it's just more interesting to ask weird questions than talk about this very poorly played early game. Yeah, why are trees so small in Mario 64? Like, I don't know. Like, there's one right there that's like, I don't know, maybe like 10 feet tall. Based on Mario's head, like, it's just the smallest trees, but they can still support, but like Mario can still hold on to them and get full support from them without like any sort of collapse. Which you think would be even harder during the winter when like, actually I don't know if it's, I don't know if climbing, I don't know if the tree is like more brittle in the winter or not. Maybe it's frozenness makes it actually more climbable. I don't know. I don't really know how tree climbing works. Why am I talking about fucking tree climbing? I've been really going on about this tree shit for like a whole split. I don't know what else to say. No one seems... No, I don't know. Unless anyone has a better topic of conversation. And granted, I guess I don't have much to say other than look at all the trees and look how fucking short they are considering they're supposed to be goddamn trees. But like, trees in the trees in future Mario games actually seem to be like reasonable height. Like, the palm trees in Sunshine are like pretty tall, about as tall as you would expect a palm tree to be. But in this game, no. Hey there, Les, welcome back to stream, hope you're doing well. I've just been wondering why the trees in Mario 64 are so small. Uh-oh. That's a new mistake. I just missed the penguin. Whatever, this run sucked anyways. What is that emote, by the way? Is that a dancing parasect? Pretty pink pansy, and it's called Load. I do not know who that streamer is, nor do I know why they have an emote that's just called Load in all caps, but... fair enough, I guess. I somehow missed the enter button. There we go, we actually started the run. Not the first time that's happened, and it will not be the last. But yeah, look at all these trees, they're like they're like twice Yoshi's height, maybe? These trees can't be that much more than like 10 feet tall, which is ridiculously short for trees that can support the character's weight. Even Wario. It's not like the branches are breaking off when Wario tries to climb a tree. I do wonder if they noticed that in this game and are like, oh, we gotta fix this for future games. So I can't think of other instances in later Mario games where the trees are like, unreasonably short. Like, the palm trees in Sunshine are reasonable height. Like, the trees in Wooded Kingdom are reasonable height. I guess maybe 3D World? Maybe 3D World trees are like this. I don't know. I just know that I never really thought about how short the trees are in this game, and then I just randomly thought about them during Sunshine Isles. Because I got, like, stuck behind a tree, but I'm like, oh, it's so skinny, it's easy to get around. I'm like, wait a second, that's not really how a tree would usually work. Anyways, then I've been thinking about this for, like, 5 minutes, because what else am I to think about in the early game? If Wario climbs a tree in a forest and no one is around to see it. Yeah, Wario just, like, is fucking quintuple jumping off camera and running at Mach 3 and just being the most athletic man alive, but then we don't see it. And we get, you know, out of shape strongman Wario when we actually get to play. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. It's so funny that, like, I don't know. Like, that, like, double jump flutter around, like... I've seen a bunch of people playing that Iron Mario challenge in Mario 64, and... I gave it I've given it a try myself. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at base Mario 64, especially because, like, I don't know, the camera in that game, I just don't know how to control it properly. It just feels like I can never get it to see where... I can never, like, effectively see where it is I'm going. Like, I turn around and then the camera is facing Mario's front and I can't get the camera to fucking turn around and go the way I'm going, and then I get killed by an enemy or something. Anyways... I forget the point I was... Oh yeah, the point I was making is that, like, I don't even know how to, like, do Whomp's Fortress movement properly in base game, because I'm so used to just doing that double jump flutter. That, like... I think I found myself using the fucking teleporter in Whomps to get around. Don't know about Iron Mario. Iron Mario is a challenge, I believe, thought up by DGR Dave. It's basically Mario 64, but torture. Oh, you don't know about it in terms of, like... Okay, sorry, you don't know in terms of enjoyability, not in terms of you don't know what it actually is. Collecting 3 stars and then getting 95 amp doesn't seem like a great time. Yeah, I think I played for, like... I don't know, 5 hours, something like that. And I think my best run, maybe more, 5-10 hours, somewhere in that range. And my best run is 11 stars, I think, and that's just because I had a seed where I got Dire Docks and then Whomp's Fortress. So I had, like, 2 pretty easy stages to get a bunch of stars in. And just those were the first 2 stages I got. Yeah, it does not... I keep trying and, like, maybe I'll just get better and I'll enjoy it more, and then it's like, no... I can actually feel myself getting better at 64 and some of the movement stuff, but, like, not enough to get any sort of run going. Dude, why are there so many fucking bots recently? At least Automod is doing a good job of holding them up. I swear, I see like 1 or 2 per stream. And they're all like... The reason why you're not seeing the messages and Automod is holding them is because I have removed the space as a banned term in my chat. Because way back, like the original wave of like, wanna become famous big follows bots. Like, the original wave of that had, at some point, they were getting blocked because people were blocking URLs. So they put in, so it was like www.url and then did, like, space.com. So that it didn't parse as a URL and the messages were allowed to send. anyways, I blocked the term remove the space, and they would say remove, like, it would give the URL with a space in it, and they'd be like, remove the space. As if people wouldn't understand to remove the space. Although maybe their target audience wouldn't know how to remove the space properly, I don't know. But I banned that term, and I think it, like, didn't, like, they stopped using that message, or they disappeared. So at some point it just became like, well, nothing to do, nothing I can do. I mean, I could just ban them as they're coming in, but like the preemptive stuff is not working. But then, out of the blue, recently, like the most recent wave in the past few weeks, has all been remove the space. And so my blocked terms from years ago are relevant again. I don't know how they've, like, regressed. It's so bizarre. Oh yeah, what I was saying about Iron Mario, I could feel myself getting better at certain movement. Bro's ahead of the meta. It's more just like the meta underflowed. So I was behind it, but then the meta underflowed, and now I'm back ahead of it. Also, hey there, Yoshi. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I mean, the point I was trying to make is... sorry, I really keep interrupting myself talking about Iron Mario. I think I'm not good enough at Mario 64 for it to be fun, and I thought, oh, if I just played, I'll get better. But then I realized just, like, it doesn't make me want to play Iron Mario, it just makes me want to play SM64 Rando. Because I used to play SM64 Rando way back in the day, in, like, 2019, 2020... Maybe 2018? No, 2019. I think 2019 is when it first came out. And I got into it then. It was a lot of fun. And I remember doing, like... This was before I started streaming, even. I remember playing it with... I was racing against it with Piano Enthusiast, my friend from the 64DS community. We both had not the most experience with 64. And we were, like, racing Rando together. I think at one thing we did, like, the most degenerate thing imaginable, which was, like, we were doing... Like... Because there's Mario 64 Bingo, and then people started doing bingos on the randomizer for Mario 64, and I think at one point we had this thing where we were doing, like... We had a bingo card, but you could... We had, like... I had, like, my emulator open on my computer to play Rando, and then my DS open to play 64DS. And would, like... We were essentially doing bingo on both at the same time. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but it was something like... You just opened both, and then you had this one bingo card, and you could get goals in either game. So you're, like, trying to, like, find ways to play both 64 Rando and 64DS simultaneously. I don't remember it ever working that well, but it was entertaining at the very least. And yeah, the second stream I ever did was 64 Rando. Because it was before I got my capture card. I did 2 streams before I got my capture card as kind of tests. The first one was VVV was the first stream, and 64 Rando was the second stream. And those streams were scuffed. Like, I had issues with both of those. I didn't have anything to capture desktop audio, but everything sounded fine, and the reason it sounded fine is I wasn't using headphones, so I'm like, eh. Like, I wasn't using headphones because I was worried about, like, I don't know. I was worried if I didn't use headphones, I'd get some sort of echoing. But I tested it, and it was fine, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm fine. The reason, and so I just streamed without having headphones or anything, the reason why it was fine was that it wasn't echoing game audio because it didn't have game audio in the first place. I wasn't capturing it. The only game audio that was being captured was the echo picking up through my mic, because it was just speakers into the back, feeding back into the mic. So at least that's how the VVV stream worked. I think it's possible that for Mario 64 Rando, the second stream, I think I used headphones for that, and then didn't have desktop, and then didn't have game audio at all. Because I didn't realize it was the fact that I wasn't using I didn't realize the fact that I wasn't using headphones for that first stream is why I had desktop audio. I just kind of thought, oh, it was just working, but I learned a long time later that no, on a Mac I need like a whole separate thing to capture desktop audio. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, that was a very sketchy 100, but it worked. Penguin jump scare, shout out to Cherry. Anyways, yeah, I may try, I don't know. I like 64 Rando. I don't love Iron Mario. It is just very punishing. And like, it's by design, but I think I'm just not good enough at the game for it to be fun. Like, I just cannot get any sort of sustained runs going. Even when I feel like I'm playing okay, it's like, oops, I just get sniped by a random mole or something. I don't know why that took me 3 tries to get a fucking wall jump up. That was weird. Would have been a pretty good split without that. Wall kicks won't work, apparently. Apparently. Whoop! I was not on that switch long enough. What the hell? Why? Oh my god. Why is this switch not pressing? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. I lost like 10 seconds going for something that saves like 3. Because I was doing it too good. I guess not too. I mean, like, there's a precise amount of time you need to stay on that switch for. Not enough, and you saw what happens. Too much, and then you don't get the jump off before the switch fully presses, and then it just triggers the text box that you're trying to skip. Which is, you know, what you're supposed to do. Okay, 1 coin down there. Okay. I really just caught the corner of that and went into a slide. Ugh. Alright. Not the best hundos, not the worst hundos. Ending was at least clean. So I got a text from my dad, but it doesn't seem like it's important. How am I gonna do on this split? I'm definitely losing time from the wing cap. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I think the Womps was probably even, and then the wing cap was that plus time. Probably. I've already lost, what's that? 35 seconds to gold? 35 seconds to gold in 5 splits? Not great. So for those of you new here, the splits are fake splits until HMC, which is at the 50-star mark. Because this route is slightly different than my PB route, so everything up through Lethal Lava Land is taken from a random really good run I had with this set of splits, and then everything after Hazy Maze Cave is actual PB splits. The result is that there is a minute 10 of time save in the Hazy Maze Cave split specifically, which is, I think, split, like, probably 35 seconds each between faster route and legitimately was ahead of PB in this pace. So if we're, like, within a minute of PB out of Fire Sea and have a reasonable basement, we'll end up ahead. But I would like to be more than just, like, slightly ahead. The TTC and Rainbow Ride in this PB were both very good. Rainbow Ride was a massive gold. TTC was, I think, close to gold. Bits has... I had time save in Bits. I think I fell down at least once. And missed a throw or two. So I think I have a decent amount of time save in Bits, but not Rainbow Ride or TTC. I'll lose time there, most likely. Morning, Shadow. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the good luck. You've come here just in time for me to die in Dark World and reset. Because I have confidence in my own abilities. Gold split by 0.4, nice. Shiny! Shiny gold split. I don't know if I got any gold splits last time, so... JRB gold split is not exactly the most mind-blowing, but it's something. Ow. That's fine, I already got the fast star. not had very good slides today. There's no way that should have collected star. I was so far below the star and so far forward of the star and it still collected it. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so that's not me going to do this, because the first run I reset on the slide. Failed it, and then I've had a couple of slow Yoshi slide times. And yeah, my slide has been avoid out, 2 pretty terrible Yoshi slides, and that. Those have been, I've gotten slides Yoshi 3 times, Mario once today, and those have been the results. And then the other run that didn't reset to PSS reset to a different slide. That reset because I fucked up Hundo's. I like walked past a penguin without talking to him somehow. Not really sure I managed to pull that one. I hit the jump button! Oh my god. Well, that's what I said, right? Time to die in Dark World and reset. Just not how I thought it would die. Don't really know what happened there, I did slightly different movement there than usual. Usually when I do that long jump across to, what number is it? The 5th red on the yellow thing, I usually just let go of the D-pad. But I've had issues recently where I've like been sliding off the other side, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna actually just hold down. And then I guess that just messed up my movement or camera or something, and I just wasn't... My timing was thrown off by doing slightly different movements. So I think if I'm worried about long jumping too far, I need to hold down in mid-air a bit, but release when I land, so that I actually have the movement I'm used to there. But it's one of those things, it's an overcompensation death. Because it's doing movement to overcompensate for certain deaths I've been having, and then it just... I guess that movement didn't immediately lead to a death, but it just it fucked me up just enough. Ah, well, we can get on a better pace than that. That was what, +9 out of JRB? We can do better than that. Okay, that's a much better slide time. That's already like 1.5 to 2 seconds better than what I've done on the previous runs. I thought I missed that star. I was ready to start singing I Missed the Star to the tune of the song. And then I was so surprised when Yoshi collected it with the tip of his tongue. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Ba-da-bum. Okay, that was not very good canon aim. I should have aimed further right. I fell all the way down that, lost a little bit of time, because it's just such a slow fall animation after you've already collected a star. Not the biggest time loss, but dumb time loss. Oops. Okay, this is not exactly an award-winning start to the stage. I will have a hard time making a cycle now. I'm gonna assume that's one cycle slower than usual, because that was very slow. Ugh. Man, I don't know. Actually, no, I know exactly why I'm tired. This gave a big old yawn. I'm like, man, I don't know why I'm so tired. But I'm like, no, I actually know exactly why I'm so tired. It's because I had a 9 AM Zoom meeting this morning and went to bed at 2:30 AM. If you subtract the time I have to be awake from the time I went to bed, or I vice versa. If you subtract the time I went to bed from the time I needed to be awake for the 9 AM Zoom meeting with my advisor, then the time there is an amount known as not enough. Actually, after the meeting, I changed back into my pajamas and tried to fall back asleep for an hour or two and could not fall asleep. I'm like, ugh, I was hoping I would be able to. But the meeting was like, I don't know, 45 minutes long. I was probably awake for like an hour before I tried to do something. Like, yeah, it's probably a little bit too much time to be awake before immediately falling back asleep. And I just knew I was going to be tired later in the day. Behold, it is later in the day and I am tired. Oh my god, why did I not triple jump? Jesus Christ. I like fucked up, the weird rail hit, like, didn't even give me a chance to do the usual side flip movement. I tried to triple jump back, it didn't work at all. That castle movement went perfectly last run. That's like, in my opinion, it's such a small bit of movement there, but it's like one of the harder, at least for castle movement, it's like one of the harder castle movement bits in the run. Oh yeah, something bizarre happened on... Something bizarre happened to me on Tuesday. I, was just walking out of my front door, driving to work, And there is I opened my front door, and there's just a dude in like a safety vest, like one of those. It was like neon yellow, neon orange kind of safety vests. There's a dude there just like chilling on the sidewalk with a tape measure. And in the safety vest it said something like sidewalk inspection committee or something like that. He's like, yeah, I asked him what he was up to. He's like, yeah, I'm just, you know, inspecting the sidewalk, looking for, like, tripping hazards and stuff. I'm like, okay. And then just, you know, got in my car, went to work. And I kind of just saw him, like, walking down the sidewalk a bit as I was leaving. And it's just like, I'm sure that's a legit person doing legit things, but, like, man, it felt like one of those, like, things people dress up as in, like, a heist movie to, like, surreptitiously stake out the scene of the crime by, like, figuring out everything that's going on. It just felt like such a fake job from someone in the goddamn, like, heist movie or something. I could have probably looked this up and been like, does my county have, you know, sidewalk inspectors? Is this a real thing? I didn't, because I just assume it's normal, and, like, unless he's trying to, like, specifically rob a house on this street, it's not like there's any, like, major businesses on the street or anything. It's very suburban where I live, so. All of that time was lost due to castle movement. I don't know. How is that like? It's a weird feeling, right? Of just like seeing a sidewalk inspector and being like, yeah, that's fake. There was supposed to be a double jump in, but then I got caught on the railing, and then the triple jump didn't even work because I grandpa had a bad time. Not the biggest time loss, but that's just like the second of time loss, maybe two, on just very simple movement. Which is the kind of shit we should not be doing. Hey yo, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. How's the run? Mediocre. I had one run that was about this quality that died in Bowser in the Dark World, and then a couple of early resets. Haven't gotten anything super deep today, but the night is young. You think if someone was to lie about what they're doing, they'd look up something real to fake? That's true. I guess it probably would be something real regardless. And, like, there's no reason for people to be, like, in my area suspiciously. But it's just weird. Oh my god, all of my movement is terrible right now. Nice grab of the tree. Oh my god, movement is so bad to split. Actually, previous split too, because I had the castle movement a lot. That had the big mistake trying to get back. Anyways, movement is bad. Yeah, are you gonna try to stream more? I realize I haven't seen you stream in a bit. Maybe I just have missed it, but I know you were enjoying that Fallout mod. Maybe a bit is just a week. I don't know. It's been a long week. Oh my god, speaking of bad movement. That was a very risky long jump. There was a very high chance I just fell off the edge and missed the star, but I just didn't care at that point. Definitely weird, don't know what sidewalk exists. 6 different places where I am, it's a you don't need to measure shit to know what needs fixing. Yeah, I can't say I've ever really had any serious thoughts about the quality of the sidewalk in my neighborhood. Which probably means there's nothing ultimately glaring, but, like, I don't know. I'm also, like, not in the wheelchair or anything, right? I'm an able-bodied individual that can step over minor cracks and shit and probably won't notice that much if, like, 2 tiles are... That was lucky ledge grab. If 2 tiles are, like, slightly butting up against each other weirdly. Well, that was a terrible split. Okay, so about the whole I could be on the better pace run. Ryan is stream more but school has you busy. Ah, got it. I'm not even sure I was aware that you were back in school. Although maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's I don't know. I do not know the progress on your schooling, because it's just been on and off for so long. I have no idea how close you are to getting a degree. Where you're, like, why is this tectonic shifted sidewalk not fixed yet? Yeah, that's certainly not the situation I've been dealing with. Apparently has failed at drinking water properly. Oh shit. Not the cleanest coin collection there. The coins are like... They were weirdly like... They were in clumps, but so like they weren't hard to get all of them, but the clumps were just so far away from each other was the problem. I just lost time. Having to go all the way around. Well, we made whatever fucking cycle this is. I don't think it's a very good one. But it's certainly one of the cycles of all time. Yeah, I gotta wait next to the bomb cycle just to have better alignment. Oh, I'm dead. That's unfortunate. Not remotely close, unfortunately. Like you said, lots of starting and stopping, trying to be more responsible, hence listening. I mean, that makes sense. Best of luck with everything. Ugh. What kind of classes are you taking right now? Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum. Ugh. What is there to say about... I really feel so self-conscious about the dead air in early game, but like, I don't have anything to say about BOB and Womp's Fortress that like, is new, you know? Oh, here we get the same story I've already got like 5 times tonight. This time it was slightly faster because my movement was better. Cool. There's a trick called bomb clip that you can do that way faster, but it's also harder. Very, very hard, and I don't know how to do it. It's about all you're gonna get. For me, how to pop on Battlefield. Ooh, 1601. That's a pretty good Yoshi slide time for me. 15s are pretty rare for me for Yoshi. Anything low 16 is good. You're taking a math course? Pre-calc is fun de-resting your brain about all the stuff you once knew have since forgotten. Yeah, it's probably been a while since you've taken a math class, huh? $7 years, give or take? Okay, that is longer than I would have guessed. I would have guessed like 4 or 5. I did not realize how long. That's actually crazy. Lots of rest shit. Yeah! I can imagine. Oh my god, Yoshi. There's an Office Suite course? I don't actually know what that means. Like Microsoft Office? I don't feel like I hear Office Suite, I think like Microsoft Office, but I don't know how that would be a class. And an English course you're testing out of? Got it. Well, if you need any help with math, let me know. That is one of few things I am qualified to do, is help people with math. Oh, advanced Excel. Okay, never mind. That actually is pretty useful. You can do some crazy shit in Excel. Honestly, I should be better at Excel than I am. degree you're working towards is health information system. So basically, we're working with hospital clinic databases and like, oh, cool. Okay, yeah, advanced Excel is pretty necessary for that shit then. I almost missed the wall. You've always loved the medical field, so this is your more or less realistic way of being in it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Well, hopefully this works out. Oh my god, it's a green split. We haven't seen one of these yet today. I didn't know they existed. Oh. Definitely just lost more than the 0.3 I was ahead by not entering a door properly. Although classes are all either nighttime or self-guided and all online, so you think it's a better fit than you and how you were trying before. I mean, yeah, it's very possible that like the traditional school environment just doesn't work for you, and something more self-guided and online with that'll be better. I don't know that much about that kind of stuff because like I am someone who the traditional school environment worked very well for, but certainly that is not everyone. Did I, like, a ledge grab that? What the hell? That was weird. But yeah, genuinely, if you need any math help, like, you know how to get in touch with me. I'm happy to help. Offer is always open to people. I am happy to help with random math shit if they need it. Not that I necessarily think you will, but... No. I was gonna say you can ask Val, but then I remembered, like, I tutored her for, like, a week or two, and then she ended up, like, dropping out or something. I don't know if it was of the course or of school entirely, but... So maybe that doesn't necessarily speak to the quality of my math tutoring. If she ended up dropping the course after a couple weeks, but... But I think I don't know. I think an issue that is happening in math probably education in general, but I just see it in math education because that's just the world I happen to be in, is like, people, I think in large part due to, not entirely, but I think there's certainly a generation that, like, has greatly impaired skills due to COVID and, like, the fact that online education was just, at least, maybe not at a college level, but certainly at, like, a middle school, high school level, was just not very effective. And I think just not really realizing how bad that would be until those students then get to college, and then it's like, oh, they are much further behind what I would expect, you know, college-level students to be like. I remember a couple months ago, I was, like, reading my university's Reddit. Yeah. I don't think COVID impacted my education significantly, but I was already in grad school at the time, so... It certainly made things a little slower for me in terms of getting started on a thesis, but in terms of the ability to learn, it didn't help much, but grad school is a lot of independent learning anyways, so that's not that different in that regard. It was just the social shit that did a number on me for COVID. But yeah, people were... Somebody had gotten data on, like, top 10 most failed classes of all time at my school. Because apparently grade distributions are, like, public info, if you know where to look. And, like, most of the top 10 were from the math department, and a lot of them were, like, the pre-calc courses. Like, not the, like, upper div courses, not the, like, not even intro calc, but, like the pre-calc kind of stuff, were, like, very commonly in, like, 30+% of the class fails. My friend is a middle school teacher and he's having trouble with the reading levels. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Where is my charge? Alright, I will continue this conversation after the star that I have to focus on is over. I think that's the first time that I've actually ended with 101 and not 100. 101 is what I aim to end with because it's just safer, and that long jump back isn't that much harder. 102, 103 is when that jump back begins to get very sketchy. But yeah, I think someone was like, oh man, look at the math department. And then one of the math department lecturers, who apparently is just active on Reddit, like, gave a pretty detailed thread as to his response. And it was like, yeah, you know, I have seen students, like, unable to do, like, certain basic algebra things, and, like, stuff that you would expect them to know. And, like, I try to help them the best I can, but, like, I have content I need to cover, and if for whatever failings in the education system you don't have the prerequisite info for this class, then, like, our job is not to, like, try to teach all of high school math in 1 year. Our job is to teach this specific subsection, assuming they have certain background info, and these days it seems students don't always have, like, solid foundations in, like, basic algebra and geometry. And I think a lot of that is just COVID. I lost a lot of time on that last star. It's like, there's a reason I actually typically don't TA the, like, ultra lower division courses. Because, like, it's been so long since I have learned the basics that, like, I don't necessarily know if I teach them very well, because I just kind of know them and have an intuitive grasp of them to the point where I don't know how to, like, I don't remember the process of learning that very well. Ah, shit. I missed start. It's like when I usually TA, if I TA, I'll either TA like an upper division class, or if I TA a lower division class, it's usually something like Calc 3 or Calc 4, where students are, like, far enough along that I can reasonably expect them to, like, know basic math and even basic calculus. And don't have to, like, you know, deal with patching up all of those gaps. Sometimes there's stuff where it's, like, somewhat complicated systems of equations that students just don't quite know how to solve, but, like, I get that that can be tricky, but, like, yeah, this person was saying in their, like, low, like, you know, intro to college level math class students just not knowing how to do algebra, and it's like, there's not that much a professor can do at that point for those students without completely slowing down the pace for, you know, everyone else in the class. And to some extent, like, sometimes there's just not a lower math class. Like, I think this was, like, Math 3 or something, and I don't even know if there is a Math 1. There may be a Math 2. And yeah, I don't know what the solutions to this are. I don't know if there even are any. I hope things are better moving forward as students, you know, will come back having not missed event. At some point, you'll get to, you know, a student population that hasn't missed a significant portion of their education due to COVID. But the generation that got hit hardest by COVID, I have no idea if they will ever catch up, and yeah, just it's disheartening, and it's just disheartening to read about this guy posting this. It's like, yeah, obviously you can be upset at the math department, but and some of it is justified, but there's only so much they can do to correct years of just bad or missing education, and to some extent they're not supposed to deal with that because that's not really their job. And, like, to some extent, like what I was saying, it's hard for me to kind of explain the basics sometimes when I have such a fundamental understanding of them. It can be the same for, like, you know, actual teachers too, so. I don't really know what led me to this conversation, but yeah, I think just started rambling. Apologies for the rambling, but once again, it's all during early game where I have nothing else to talk about anyways. You like a good ramble, can't speak for everyone. I guess the people who are more likely to like rambling are the kinds of people that would be watching a Twitch stream. Also, that was horrible movement there. And, like, I feel bad for the students who are failing these classes through not much fault of their own. It's just they got dealt a shitty hand in terms of a pandemic and bad educational environments. And, like, sometimes the professors don't have a choice. Like, yeah, it sucks to have to fail 30% of the class, but, like, to what the professor on Reddit was saying, like, there's not much else they can do because these students are not qualified to pass the course, and they're not qualified to, you know, be able to take the next class in the sequence, so they can't, in good faith, pass them. And so it's just a shitty situation. Unfortunately, before the COVID education resolves in the population, the mole people uprising disruption to education, oh my god, will replace it. I don't know if that's a joke or it's a reference to, like, the shit that's happening in the US right now, where, like, Department of Education funding is being slashed. Get in the fucking door, Mario. Holy shit. Also, I lost so much damage ARB there. This run was actually decent until... You deliberately tried to come up with a name for a crisis so ridiculous no one would think it would possibly relate to current events. I get that. At the same time, it's like, I can't tell if that's actually just supposed to be an analogy or not. It also doesn't help I'm getting, like, 5 emails a week about, like, budget cuts to the university, because I go to a public school, and, like, how that will impact research funding moving forward, so it's just very top of mind right now. I will not talk about that if people don't want to talk about politics on stream, which is, like, completely understandable. Yeah, I think it's just a top of mind thing. Also, hi there, Simon. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Mole people invasion aside. I was getting burned there. That's fine. Oh, that's interesting. I hit the box. Well, that's fine. It's just weird because usually I start in midair instead of at the ground. We have a lot of courses with optional leveling courses at the beginning of the degree that you can choose to test out of. Sorry, I'm trying to read a long message while in this stage that requires intense focus, which is probably not the best idea. Okay, yeah, that was much better than when I died on that last time. How was that a triple jump? Oh shit. Nope! Wondering why I died after ledge grabbing, it's because I thought I was gonna ledge grab the back wall and not, like, the left or right wall. Because there's, like, 2 walls right there. There's one that's, like, I guess, horizontal and one that's vertical, and I grabbed the vertical wall and I pressed up because I thought I was grabbing the horizontal wall, and it's just, it was bad movement anyways. Like, you're supposed to, like, you know, jump around that, that pillar, so... This run wasn't great, but it would have been nice to not be in the fucking lobby. We go again! You can use to test out the courses we do regularly. They're kind of meant to ensure that everyone's at the same level for fundamentals before going forward into the course-specific stuff. That is the English that you're testing out of and the math that you're doing. Got it. Got it. I mean, that makes sense. I think the problem is just when, like you mentioned you're doing a pre-calc class, the problem that people are encountering that was, like, this one Reddit thread that people are talking about, is that it was the pre-calculus courses that people were still failing in ridiculous numbers, because, like, the fundamental foundations of, like, algebra and geometry just weren't there. I think yours are there. I mean, it may take a bit to remember them, but yours certainly are there because, you know, you are... you took all those classes pre-COVID and then just have had a very long in and out stuff. But yeah, it's not people failing out of Calc 1, it's people failing out of the classes that you need to pass out of to be able to take Calc 1. Yeah, it's like, imagine if, like, the course you're taking, an average of, like, 25% of the students just fail it. And people are pissed at the math department for that. That's kind of what it is. Like, I certainly think the math department can do better, but I don't think that failing number is ever going to drop to 0, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, this is a pressing thing to talk about. Was that 1601 again? I just kind of saw the time. I think that... Is that a 1601 again? I had one of those earlier. I want a 15. I think I've gotten 216. Maybe that wasn't 01. I thought I saw... It could have been an 8-1. I don't know. I just saw the time out of the corner of my eye. I wasn't really looking at it. What time was that sled? Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. The adventure continues! I don't think I've ever, like, consciously realized that that text box said the adventure continues. In certain text boxes I know what they say, in certain text boxes I just really don't. The one I really don't know what it says is a 12-star text box, because that's one that we skip. So I have no clue what that text box says, or even how many text boxes it is. I know it says something about, like, you can, get to the first star door. Actually, maybe it says something like, is that the princess crying for help? Because of, like, the fake-out princess painting that turns into Bowser trapdoor thing. It might say something about, is that the princess crying for help? Because they really want to lead into that fake-out. I'm laughing thinking of, like, Emily the Koopa, speedrunner of 64DS, and a bunch of other Mario games. Actually, she's done, like, every 3D Mario game ever. She has, like, a post that's, like, Womp for Smash Bros. And it's just, like, every single move, like, you know, forward smash, back smash, you know, taunt, like, every single possible move is just Womp falling down, and there's a text box that just says, "Err." Every move, same move. And I always think about that when I do the Womp Star in this game. But I guess I was like overly thinking about it now, which is why I just cracked up laughing. Or maybe I just wanted to laugh about something after talking about America's failing education system. Okay, enough about the what happy news do people have? Forward smash is Womp falling forward. Wait, what am I doing? I like forgot what star I was getting. I was going to do blast away the wall again, even though I'd already done it. Forward smash is Womp falling forward, up smash is Womp jumping up and then falling forward. You could make this movement, you have the vision. I don't even know, like, how many moves a typical Smash Bros. Character has. Or, like, how diverse they are. I don't play Smash, so... How much time did I lose to, like, forgetting what star I was going for? It's probably, like... at least 3 seconds. Probably, I might be ahead if I had remembered that I was doing Owl. Why am I just singing along to the music? I really don't have any sort of insightful commentary as to the game. Unless I go into, like, I have nowhere between, like, mostly playing in silence and, like, full-on GDQ commentator mode. I mean, I can do both, but, like, in between I got nothing. And I don't like going into full-on GDQ commentator mode when people in chat have probably seen me run this before, and I reset so much that it's like, I don't want to keep resetting that. 4 directions for smash attacks, tilts, aerial throws, and there's jabs and neutral air. Aren't there also special attacks? Or are those one of those? I know there's an A button and a B button, and they have a different set of attacks. And I know that when I have played Smash Ultimate, I have liked playing Meta Knight and just spamming every single special attack. No smash attack, just like kill everyone with like up Bs and down Bs, and maybe side B them off the stage.
Here we go!
Also, hey there, DPC, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Grounded moves are 3-directional. Besides frozen specials. DBC, how goes your process of archiving every single Twitch highlight that Twitch is about to delete? Yeah, if anyone here is a streamer and has used the highlight feature a lot, another fun topic, yeah. You can do a page a day, so 20 streams each. If anyone here is a Twitch streamer and has used the highlight feature a lot, Twitch has decided that they hate people. Well, actually, I think we already knew that, but they decided they continue to hate their users. And the highlight feature, which previously was unlimited, is being reduced to 100 hours per streamer. With weirdly, like, no scaling for affiliates or partners, or for length of time streamed or anything. It's just a flat 100-hour cap. But they say it doesn't impact that many people. It impacts, like, they said, oh, 0.5%. But, like, I don't know if that's a very genuine number, given a lot of Twitch streamers, like, stream once ever, or never highlight any, or aren't major streamers. Like, the people that are over are likely way over. And, like, probably the median amount of highlights on a Twitch page is 0. Statistics low as shit? Yeah. Small indie servers, please understand? Yeah. Company that's owned by fucking Amazon. They decided to publicize their hate. So true, Shadow. I saw that! I think we saw the same thing as someone was posted it in Worst by server. I don't know how you have 22,000 hours of highlighted content. That is 3 full years. Holy shit, that's a raid. I can't see who it is because I'm in the middle of an intense star. But thanks for the raid. That second raid? Oh, wait. I think... Is this Lemon and Supa? It is. Thanks for the raids! Oh, that was you that posted it? When life gives you a lemon raid. Welcome in, everybody! I don't have any mods here, and I'm in the middle of a speedrun, so I can't really shout out, but... Thank you so much, Lemon Christmas Tree and Super Guy for the raids! Welcome in, Unlimited Wolves, Dargy... I don't know how to pronounce that. Gallagher of Apathy, and all raiders. Hope you're all doing well. Hope the archipelago went well. I wanted to say Archipelagio, because that's just how Raisefire pronounced it once, and I just have brain rot, but yeah, hope it went well. For those who don't know me, my name's Applesinger. I do a lot of Mario content, in particular 64DS Speedruns and Mario Maker 2 Versus. So we're doing 80-star speedruns. This is intended any percent, so basically any percent, no major glitches. Yeah, if anyone has any questions about the game, feel free to let me know. This is certainly the less popular version of this game, but I think it's the superior version, and it's got a cool speedrun that goes, I believe, underappreciated. Thanks for the good luck, Super, appreciate it. Did you finish the archipelago? Did you beat the games? I know Supa and Lemon were streaming together. They were doing an archipelago, which is a thing where essentially, like... It's like a randomizer where, like, collectibles are split between 2 games. So Supa was playing Sonic Adventure 2, and Lemon was playing Mario 64, and, like, getting collectibles in one, like, you know, a star in Mario 64 could be, like, an upgrade for Supa, or, like, an emblem or something random in Mario 64. It's a cool thing. Looks like a lot of fun. Lemon was still stuck with, like, no moves until you beat your final boss. Yeah, one other thing they have is you have, like, your movesets as Mario were, like, limited. So, like, I was watching before I went live, and Lemon had, like, a kick and a dive. And nothing else. He couldn't double jump, he couldn't long jump, he couldn't wall jump. I say as I accidentally wall jump off of nothing. It was actually it was an interesting puzzle watching him play the game with essentially just a single jump. Because all of the collectibles seem to be hidden, like, deep within Supa's game or something that just couldn't be found. You never got wall kick? Oh man, that's brutal. But Lemon locked anyways. Yeah, congrats on beating it. That seemed really hard with how little of a moveset you had. I say, normally I would be giving shoutouts, but fuck. But I'm in the middle of a run and my mods are not here because I don't have very many of them. Too much damn improv. Oh, so yeah, that was horrible slide kinking. I definitely missed a cycle or two because of that. But yeah, hope it was fun despite the frustration, and GG's on the victory. I almost fell off of that swamp. Which, I died on this star last run, so that's... Oh my god, whatever. That was a way... I missed a coin there, which is a problem because now I have two separate star animations. So that's annoying. Was very good, good to hear. What game do you want to do for the big Warspite community RT run that you're definitely going to make happen one day? I feel like the games I play are not typically in there. I know VVV is something that's supported, but that's a pretty short game. I feel like I'd want something more substantial. I don't know. Nice. Is Celeste in there? Maybe Celeste. There's a lot of games in beta. Yeah, I need a list of, like, what games are in there. Only Celeste 64. I feel like I've seen it. I feel like I've at least seen a beta of normal Celeste. You see a Superstar Saga? That makes sense. You can just put in multiple copies of smaller games you've done that and it's gone well. Oh, okay. That could be fun. Also, I lost 15 seconds on that 100 coin star. Yikes. That's not the right box. There's like a grand list of games. Is that bigger than the list that was on the actual, like, Archipelago website? Most of them work fine, but some of the super newer ones might not work? Okay. Very big list? Alright, I would need some time to look through that, then. I would also need something that would, like, work on a Mac. Because not every game does. That's fair. It's possible I get a PC at some point. If this thing that you're definitely gonna make is like in a year from now, I might actually have a gaming PC. I don't know.
Here we go!
Oh, so yeah, we have P-Balloon Mario in this game. I should probably actually do some amount of commentary on the game, considering it just got a double raid from people who don't know the game as well. This is Mario 64DS. It is a superior version to Mario 64, and I will die on this hill. You just saw a P-Balloon, which is a brand new power-up in this game. The power-up system in this game in general works different than it does in the original. Instead of having separate wing cap, vanish cap, and metal cap, the cap you get is based off of what character you are playing as. So if you're playing as Luigi, you get the metal cap. Sorry, Luigi gives you vanish cap, Wario gives you metal cap, Mario gives you wing cap in stages that previously had wing cap. But in stages that previously didn't have wing cap, which ARB does not have wing cap, it gives you the P-Balloon instead, which is like, I guess they thought wing cap in every stage would be broken. The P-Balloon is even more broken, as you will see very soon, actually. Oh, that's not how you do slide skip. Whatever, it's fine. I already have the fast start, so I'm actually going to intentionally be slightly slower than the time threshold here, so that the fast start doesn't spawn. But yeah, and then Yoshi gets a fire flower, like a temporary fire breath ability that's not very useful. It maybe has one use in 150 star, but I don't think you don't ever need it to beat the game. There are 2 stars in the game that require Yoshi's fire breath in some capacity, but you don't need the actual power flower, you can just eat a campfire. Because that is how Yoshi's mouth works, apparently. But yeah, how it works is that there's just a 1 question mark switch, which you actually saw me hit earlier. Like I think just after the raid, and it activates all the blocks, so like I don't need to separately hit Vanish and Wing and Metal, just all of them are the 1 block. And anytime you have any one of the 3 in the base game, it replaces it with the question mark switch. So for whatever reason, there's a metal cap normally at the start of Dark World, and that just gets replaced by the question mark switch, so I can P-Balloon all the way up here. Which is not actually even the fastest method of movement in this stage, but it is the most consistent for me. Yeah, you will be seeing Luigi vanish, actually, as soon as the very next split. Wario Metal you will not see, because Wario is the worst character in the history of gaming in this game. Probably not actually true, but it feels like it, at least for a speedrun. Oh, so yeah, we have Switch stars now. You may have noticed there's not just 1 star in Dark World, there's 2. Sorry, I gotta focus on hitting this throw. And by hitting, I mean completely whiffing. That's awesome. Also missing in a way where Bowser was actually... That's just how I feel. Yeah, I don't want to keep this run going. That was like I don't want to keep this run going. Alright, let me get some shoutouts in. Shout out, Lemon, Christmas Tree. There we go. Everyone go follow Lemon. They have been doing a lot of, Iron Mario, actually. And doing Archipelago. And probably will do more of those. And I'll do the other shoutout for Super Guy. Who is, was just playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Has also been doing some Iron Mario. Also is one of the best F-Zero 99 players in the world. And both just genuinely cool people. Also, anyone coming in for the raid, I do have a Discord if you want to get notified about schedules and when I'm gonna stream. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break because it has been 2 hours and I have not taken a break yet. And the run is an hour and a half long, so I don't want to go 3.5 hours without a break, even though I don't think I took a break my entire last stream. But I want to take a quick break. Sorry people coming in for the raid, but that's just timing. Anyways, I'm going to run some quick ads so people coming in don't get pre-rolls. But I'll be back in 3 minutes for more Mario 64 DS runs, and hopefully we can get something out of the fucking lobby, because that is the furthest I have had a run go tonight, and that's like a third of the way into the run, so hopefully we can do a little bit better. See you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. Let me get the other shoutouts in. So shout out Super Guy. And then do this shout out on Lemon Christmas Tree. There we go. Everyone go follow Lemon and Supa if you have not already. As I said, they're both awesome people. And the stream, I did watch a lot of the stream before I went live. It was highly, highly entertaining. Would recommend. But anyways, let's get back to 64DS. I think I will... if there are people still lurking here from the raid, I may actually go, like, more full-on GDQ commentary mode for this run. Because I probably have a lot of people here that don't know the game very well. I guess the first thing before you get started you may notice is that the timer is not starting at 0, it's starting at a seemingly arbitrary time of 1:55. That is because this game starts with a 2-minute long opening cutscene. And for most, not this category, but for most categories, the first thing you do is a frame-perfect trick. And people got very, very tired of resetting for that frame-perfect trick. I can actually show what the trick is, maybe. It's not allowed, it's called moat skip. It is called because you can use it to skip the moat. Crazy how that works. But essentially you go over here. And this might take a little bit for me to get... Oh, well, that was bad. I'm not very consistent at this, but basically, there's a way to end up walking on the floor of the moat, which allows you to enter the basement of the castle first. Which is just very fast for a variety of reasons. And is done in every category except for this one, 80 star, where it's banned. Because this is any percent no overworlds out of bounds. You like GDQ commentary mode? I like doing it every so often. I don't like doing it for a full stream. Let me try it, like, one more time to get this. Okay, apparently I can't even get up there. I'm not very good at this trick. There's a reason I don't run categories that force this trick. I like 80 star the best. But yeah, it's a quicker way to get into the castle, and people, like, you can imagine all of these would be resets in me watching a 2-minute cutscene. So we have developed what's called a 0 star file, where you save and quit immediately after watching the opening cutscene. I really should stop trying this to get into runs, but you save and quit immediately after watching the opening cutscene. And so nothing is done, and you spawn in the same place, but you just don't have the cutscene. And that's why the timer starts at 1:55, is so that you gain control of Yoshi at the same time as you would if you started a fresh file from 0. Okay. I'm done with trying that trick. I was not even getting the trick. I was not getting the trick right. If you get the right angle on that trick, you do what's called a Heaven's Portal. You get it launched way up into the air and land on top of the castle. If you time a frame-perfect A or B press, then it doesn't overflow and actually snaps you onto the floor, and then you can just enter the door in the moat of the castle, and that's a lot faster. You don't have to fight. It's a fast way into the castle, and you don't have to fight the first Bowser. Alright, let's start the actual run of the category I'm actually running in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, first thing is that obviously we are not playing as Mario despite this being Super Mario 64DS. We are playing as Yoshi. This game has 4 playable characters. They are all unique in how they control and their special abilities. Yoshi, Mario, Luigi, and Wario, in that order of when you unlock them. They are not all required to beat the game. You only need Yoshi and Mario. The fastest route only collects Yoshi and Mario. I do a Luigi route because I just find it more entertaining to play getting Luigi. I just find it more fun. Let's see, the door of the castle is locked. You have to catch this rabbit with the key. This is another reason why the moat skip is faster. That was horrible. Another reason why moat skip is faster is you just skip the, you skip this whole thing. So even though it seems weird going all the way out of your way to walk on the moat, you actually get into the castle faster doing that. And you don't have to do the Bob on Battlefield Star, which is a little slow. And you don't have to fight the first Bowser because you already have basement access. But all that is banned in this run because no overworlds at mounts. We're in the bottom of the battlefield. We're just gonna get the chain chop star and peace out of here. For those of you wondering about bomb clip, it doesn't really work the same way in this game. There is a version of it that is very, very precise and difficult, and I do not even come close to knowing how to do it. But top runners will. Also, shout out to the GOAT of 64DS for Leave Liberty. He currently holds all 5 world records in this game. At least all 5 main categories, and I think I don't know if he holds all the miscellaneous categories, but certainly some of them. But there are 5 main categories. He has a record for every single one of them. Insanely impressive. I know the world record for this category is a 103 something. I don't know what the something is, but if you type !WR, it'll pop up. Also, yeah, I should mention Yoshi, because I said we're playing as Yoshi. Yoshi has a couple of unique features compared to Mario, Luigi, and Wario. At least all have kind of the same base moveset in terms of the standard, you know, punch, kick, dive that you would expect from Mario 64. Yoshi does have a flutter jump, which can be useful. I failed and have to reset. Awesome. Yoshi does have a flutter jump, which can be useful for making certain jumps, although it is a little bit slow. I think that's kind of a trend where, like, there are things, as Yoshi and to a lesser extent Luigi, there are things you can do to, like, kind of go slower and further. And it certainly makes it easier, but in a speedrun, anytime you hear the word slower, that's not really something you're looking for. But yeah, my angle on that slide skip was horrible. That's okay, we just get to do it again, but better. But yeah, the main difference about Yoshi compared to the other characters is actually not the flutter jump. It's just that instead of having, you know, the A button in this game, B button in original Mario 64, because they swapped which is jump and which is punch. So jump is now on B. So the game has the B button challenge for, this game is a B button challenge in terms of, you know, how can you beat the game jumpless? The answer is you can. But I believe it's task only to do the last stage, no B button, but it is possible. Anyways, instead of having any of those jump, punch, kick ability, or not jump, punch, grab, kick, dive, any of that, Yoshi's A button, extends his mighty tongue. Yoshi just has a tongue button. Which can eat collectibles. So, like, if you are near a coin and you press the tongue button as Yoshi, Yoshi will collect that coin. This also works for stars, as you will hopefully see in a minute after I hopefully don't fuck up the slide again. So it can be useful for just, like, extended reach. The tongue will also eat certain enemies, like, pretty much most common enemies. With the notable exception of Booze. Yo, 1597, let's go! I kept getting, like, 1601s earlier, so we got the 15 as Yoshi. But yeah, I had to do kind of that weird stuff because Yoshi can't dive, so I can't, like, dive to get down faster. But yeah, Yoshi can also eat most common enemies and turn them into eggs. And then you can spit out the eggs at other enemies to kill them. The circle of death, as it were. Ugh, nice. super fucking smooth movement there, you idiot. Just gonna do this. But yeah, obviously pretty useless against, like, King Womp. We can't eat King Womp or any of the Womps. So, like, Goombas, Shy Guys, Koopas, things like that we can eat. This is much more useful in the 150-star category, which is all the stars. Because if you spit the eggs out at enemy, it'll essentially chain combo, where, like, if you spit an egg out at 3 Goombas, it'll kind of bounce back and forth and kill all of them. And if the thing you ate had, like, a coin or something, it would duplicate that coin. So if you eat something that's a blue coin, like, notably, like, a Koopa, say, that spits out a blue coin, and you fire that Koopa into 3 enemies, each of those hits will give you a blue coin. So this is a nice way to do certain 100 coin stars in the game. Unfortunately, this is 80 star, where we're only doing the fastest, slightly over half of a star, so we're not doing a whole lot of 100 coin stars. And the ones that, like, require intense, coin collection like that. Also, there's an example of using Yoshi's tongue to get a star. The ones that require intense coin collection like that are not going to be the fast ones for this speedrun. We're going to select star 3 here so that the Bob-omb Buddy appears. Because we're going to use this for the next 2 stars. You technically don't need to talk to the Bob-omb Buddy to open the cannon. There's a frame-perfect trick that allows you to clip through the cannon lid. I'm just not very good at it, and it would not save time if I were to do it. Yeah, we're going to shoot up there, then we're going to do blast away the wall. Cannonless, not a thing in this version of the game. The star only appears after you break away the wall. It's not always there, so you can't, like, do what you do in normal SM64 and clip through it. Or, like, collect the star through the wall kind of thing. What else? Yeah. I generally, when I do this kind of commentary mode, I like focusing on the differences between 64 and 64DS, especially because if you're watching Lemon, you just watch a stream of normal Mario 64, so I'm explaining kind of how this is different, other than the obvious that we are playing as a dinosaur and not a plumber. Yeah, so you saw that kind of star appearing animation, so the star literally doesn't exist until then. Cannonless, completely impossible. We're gonna do Owl Star now. You can do Owlless. I'm not good enough at it to do it, so I'm not going to. Owl is much easier to control in this version of the game, and has its own special music. And this is not the only owl in the game. We will see a second owl much later in the run, provided it makes it that far. Alright, so one thing you may have heard me say is 150 star or 80 star. That's obviously more than the corresponding 120 star and 70 star for Mario 64. That's right, this game has more content! It has 30 more stars. There is 1 more star in each stage, so each stage now has 7 main missions plus 100 coins. And there are 15 new castle secret stars, this being one of them here, Sunshine Isles. This also is a game that introduced silver stars, which you may be more familiar with from Galaxy. Collect 5 of them, they spawn a real star. Also, yeah, this is Sunshine Isles, as you can tell by the Delfino Plaza music. Other than that, honestly, this doesn't really scream Sunshine to me, but it's got Delfino Plaza and has Sunshine in the name, so that's clearly what they were going for. Also, Klepto is annoying as per usual, but whatever, we're fine. Alright. So now that we have 8 stars, we can open the door that's in the back of this room, which will allow us to unlock Mario. Unfortunately, as cool as Yoshi's Flutter and Egg abilities are, they're just not that useful for this particular speedrun. The main fault Yoshi has is he is just slow. Like, Mario is the fastest moving character in the game, also the highest jumping character because your jump height is tied to your movement speed, so you just want to be Yoshi for as little as possible in this run. So we're getting 8 stars, saving Mario here and then dipping. This is the one time we'll see the egg abilities, and we're actually going to cheese this boss fight a little bit. So I'm going to take an egg into the fight against Goombas, who you may recognize from Mario Kart DS, or New Soup DS, actually. All the Mario Kart DS bosses are actually bosses in this game. Anyways, yeah, you spit eggs at this guy to kill him. Normally you're supposed to run around in a circle, chase him, and, like, fire the Goombas into him from behind. But we brought in an egg, and then can eat the Goombas he spawns through his body to do the subsequent hits, and you win in 10 seconds. I mean, Paper Mario 64 is... Truly, I've never played Paper Mario 64. I kind of forgot Goombas was in that game also. I know him from Mario Kart DS because that's the first game I played. I played Mario Kart DS before I played this, so... Anyway, we're gonna go into the M door now. And get Mario.
Mario.
We're actually gonna go right back into the Goomba stage to get a secret star that we could not get the first time around. Every character has some sort of unique ability. Yoshi's being the flutter plus egg ability. Mario's unique ability, he is the only character in the game that can wall jump. So this star, not very possible as Yoshi, because Yoshi cannot fucking wall jump. Neither can Luigi or Wario, which is kind of annoying, but I think Luigi would be a little too OP if he could wall jump. Wario just sucks. We'll talk about it more later. For now we are Mario, you can see we're moving faster. We're also long jumping everywhere we can because that is just the fastest form of movement in this game. And now we have access to our normal dives. And it's just a grand old time. One other thing, while we're talking about Yoshi's deficiencies, in addition to being a little slow, Yoshi also has an official strength stat of 0. Yoshi cannot ground pound certain... So there are, like, brick blocks throughout the game that you can ground pound to, you know, get coins or stuff. Yoshi can't punch them because he doesn't have a punch ability, and he actually is not strong enough to ground pound them. So that makes certain things completely impossible as Yoshi. I think most notably, Yoshi has no way of killing ghosts. Because he can't ground pound them because he's not strong enough. And you can't eat them because the boos kind of just don't allow you to eat them. You get a whole text box of like, oh, you thought you could eat a ghost? So, Yoshi actually has no way of getting into Big Boo's haunt. Because you have to kill a boo to get there, so. There's an entire stage Yoshi just cannot access. And several stars that Yoshi can't do. Just by virtue of having a moveset that isn't really tailored for this game. I like that they tried something different. There are some cool things, but for 150-star Yoshi is useful. For this run, not really. Sorry if you're a fan of Yoshi. We're doing 100 coins here, plus slide. This is not the fastest route. Most things I do are not the fastest things you can do. Because I am not a high runner, tier runner this game. World record is 20 minutes faster than my PB. Which is, you know, a third of the run time. What you can do is called a Y charge here. So this game has a run button. First page done. In terms of, like, dealing with all your highlights. Nice. I'm gonna do is called a Y charge there. This game has a run button and D-pad movement. because not a joystick, it's not a DS. I'm actually going to focus on getting these 100 coins and then I'm going to explain more. Oop. Oh, fuck. Never mind, this runs over. I have one too few coin. This is why I don't like going into GDQ commentator mode, because then I just have to reset and I'm sad. Hopefully that was at least illuminative. I don't know if that's a word. Hopefully that was at least helpful for people who are lurking from the raids and don't know the game very well. But yeah, now we gotta do all that shit again because I failed CCM Hundo. To be fair, CCM Hundo is like kind of the first major choke point of the run. It's pretty easy to make a mistake and miss too many coins, and that's just an immediate reset. I'd say that's, I mean, you can obviously make mistakes earlier, but that's, I say, the first major choke point, the second one being Dark World, and almost all of our runs today have died to one of those two things. I think we've had 2 or 3 runs died to Dark World, and same to CCM Hundo, so. Also, are you downloading all of these highlights DPC, or are you just, like, exporting them to YouTube? Exporting? Got it. I mean, that makes sense. That's what I do with my VODs. Also, I think I got interrupted by the raise when I was talking about the whole, like, highlighting going away thing. But yeah, everyone's limited to 100 hours of highlights. I looked, I only have, it was like 45 to 50 something. It was in the 40s. I think it was like 45 maybe hours of highlights, so I'm fine for now, especially that's 45 hours of highlights in almost 5 years of streaming, so I'll be good for a bit. And also most of that not all of it, but most of the highlights are saved on my VOD channel anyways. Or the speedruns I upload to my main channel, so like, most of the highlights, I mean the biggest source of highlights is 64DS PBs. But all those get exported to my main YouTube channel. And then pretty much every stream since 2022 is on the VODs channel. I know there's at least one stream I forgot to export, which was the first part of my Galaxy 2 Coinless Challenge, which I have since abandoned. Okay, that was a bad angle, so I had to full flutter to save it. The full flutter there is slow, because you just land slower after fluttering, because you've gained additional height, so. Ideally, like, that's why I lost a second compared to the previous time I did that slide. Because the previous time I had a good angle and didn't flutter at all. You backed up your PBs just in case, because Twitch be Twitch. That is fair. Anyways, most of my highlights are on my VOD channel. It's just, you know, harder to find them because it's find randomly in a VOD instead of just, hey, this is what I want you to watch. The exception is there is some stuff from 2020 and 2021 that is highlighted that's not a 64DS PB, like some Versus clips, some, I mean, I guess mostly Versus because that's what I was doing then. Oh, fuck. It's the first time I failed that tonight. I just was not close enough to the star. If the stream now is just barely over 12 hours, exporting only gives 2 options, full export or split into 15 minutes. The full export auto-split it at the 12-hour mark and made a separate 4-minute video, then tells you it's too long anyways. Yikes. I missed a rabbit.
Hey, Mario.
We're racking up the early game resets right now. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with long VODs. I've never had a stream longer than 12 hours, so I have not had to deal with this issue. But that one, I guess, yeah, just download it and split it up into parts yourself. I think my longest ever stream is 11 hours, maybe 10 or 11 hours. I think the longest stream on the VOD channel is 10 or 11, I don't know. It was the Galaxy Races against Evan. I think my 3 longest streams are all the Galaxy Races against Evan. Because we did Galaxy 1 120 in one stream, which was 10 or 11 hours. Then we did Galaxy 2 242 in 2 streams, I think one of which was 9, one of which was 10 or 11. The other is 12 hours and 40 seconds, that's rough. Also, that Galaxy 1 stream is not archived, because that was done in 2020, I think. Maybe either late 2020 or early 2021, because it was a 3D All-Stars thing. So yeah, there's a couple highlights from, like, Versus back in the day. I think there's a 64DS highlight of me discovering a glitch in the game. I think that was prior to me archiving everything. And then there's a 3-hour highlight of me doing the final level of Crash Bandicoot 1, Stormy Ascent. Because that was a 3-hour grind, I just highlighted the whole thing. I think... And then, yeah, a couple of Versus clips. I don't know, I looked through it recently. There wasn't anything I, like, super wanted to delete, but... If there's anything that can go, it would be, like, super, like, 4 or 5-year-old 64DS PBs, because I double-check, but I do have those on YouTube also, so I don't need them highlighted on Twitch, especially if they're not current, and, you know, if I delete, you know, 2 150-star runs, and, I'm gonna try this, even though I have no idea how to do it properly. You know what? I don't care. That works, but it's easier as Mario where you can dive, and I guess as Yoshi you take fall damage. But yeah, if I just delete a few 64DS PBs, I can, like, get, you know, 10 hours of that taken down pretty easily, I think. If I delete everything that's not a current PB, that's probably 10-15 hours to trim, if I ever need to do that. Once again, if I've only used, like, 45 hours, so I don't think I will need to do that anytime soon, but if something comes up... I don't highlight entire... Because the people that tend to have the most highlights are people that highlight entire VODs, or maybe just speedrunners that have a million PBs, or play super long games. Or do like marathon runs that they highlight, like 602 kind of stuff. I guess if you do 602 like 5 times and highlight each one, that could be the 100 hours right there. Anyways, it's annoying. What really sucks is losing chat because you didn't have it on screen. I don't know if I've always had chat on stream. I think I've always had chat on screen. I don't remember a time when I didn't have chat on stream. But yeah, losing chat does suck. Yours is 000% in Odyssey. Sorry, I was looking away, didn't realize I wasn't entering the door. Jesus Christ.
Me, Mario.
Okay, can I fucking lock in and stop resetting the first 5 minutes? That'd be great. Another third is Brothership Challenge runs, and then the rest is Maker and the little Hat in Time stuff. I didn't realize you did Hat in Time stuff. Like vanilla playthrough or like Hat in Time mods? Or challenge runs? DBZ is the biggest Hat in Time fan you know. Oh! Workshop mods got it. I have done an entire playthrough of Hat in Time on stream. My verdict is the game is good but overhyped. I got like an A- tier game out of it when I was expecting an S tier game based on what I'd heard about it. I don't know. I feel like my issues with Hat in Time are somewhat well documented, so I don't feel the need to go into it. Probably wouldn't have played as much if it weren't for the workshop. That's fair, and I don't have access to the workshop because I have it on Switch. Fun fact, I do have it on Steam because I got it on a Steam sale at some point, like, back in college. But, apparently, I can't play it on Steam because it's a 32-bit game, apparently, and newer Mac operating systems can only run 64-bit applications. No online Switch, no Vanessa's Curse. Is Vanessa's Curse a workshop mod? I don't actually know what that is. Also, the reason I do the tongue there is to prevent my... Oops, the tongue is just to prevent myself from taking fall damage there. Oh, official DLC? I didn't realize there was an official DLC that wasn't on Switch. Because I have the Seal the Deal and Yakuza Metro DLCs. Part of the Creator DLC program? I don't even know what that is. Is it like in Chapter 3? Is it like in addition to Chapter 3? Because I know I'd seen something where... like, Chapter 3 feels like incomplete to me, one of the episodes. And I'd seen something where, like, they added another floor to the mansion. I don't know if that is the Vanessa's Curse DLC or not, but there was something that did that, and it's like, oh. Chapter 3 is my least favorite chapter in Hat in Time. I did not have a good time playing through Chapter 3. Other than Snatcher Boss. Snatcher Boss was cool. And the toilet. Actually, Chapter 3 had good bosses between Snatcher and the toilet. Good bosses. Actual stages? No. Didn't have fun with it. It's basically an attack where you get infected as a cursed pup. Okay, nothing even close to what I was thinking of. Cool. That sounds fun. It's a whole new map. Oh, sick. That's actually really cool. But yeah. Anyways, going back to the whole, like, archiving thing, I don't know. I think I've said this before, I do kind of regret not archiving my initial streams. I just didn't think I or anyone else would ever want to watch them. So I'm like, it's not a big deal if I don't save these, but it's like, yeah, now we're... And also, I don't know how popular VOD channels were in 2020. But now it's like, oh man, I kind of wish I had my first stream. Even though they were scuffed as hell, I'm just curious to see what they were like. Because it was 2022 when I kind of... I don't want to say rebranded, although that's not an incorrect assessment. I don't know. I changed some stuff. New Year's 2022, I decided I would change some stuff. So I decided to, what did I do in 2022? I made the VODs channel. That was made on, like, early 2022 is when I made the VODs channel, so... Started saving stuff after 2022, and then I think, like, the last week of streams in 2011 or so, or 2021. I don't think I said the right number a single time there. The last few streams of 2021 got saved as well. Because those were still within the 14 days of VODs existing at the time when I made the VOD channel. And I think that started, like, halfway through my Rayman Legends playthrough. I did look this up. So I think I'm missing the first 2 parts of Rayman Legends. I'm also missing the first ever bonus stream, which was December 2021. So the first part of DKC Tropical Freeze Hard Mode playthrough. And then, obviously, everything else. Everything else that was before 2022, but that stuff is, like... Those are the, like, series that are not fully archived, but partially archived. I guess there was also the Galaxy playthrough, where Galaxy 2 Pointless, where I forgot to export one of the VODs. There's probably been other streams that I've forgotten to export. I doubt it's a mistake I've only made once, but I only know of one time. Losing a Silver Star sucks in this game, cause if you get hit in a Silver Stars mission, you lose a Silver Star, and especially if it's the last one, like, I had to go through, like, 4 animations of Silver Star disappearing, Silver Star disappearing, Star despawning, recollecting, Star respawning, and then all the momentum losses that are associated with those cutscenes. You lose... It's like, 1 piece of damage to Klepto there, I lose like 10-15 seconds. Creating DLC is a unique category of DLC for Hat in Time, because unlike other DLC, not being developed by Gears for Breakfast, and instead by members of the community. That's cool. Isn't some of the Death Wish stuff also not directly Gears for Breakfast? I feel like there are like community riffs in Death Wish, which I know are... I guess they're like officially approved and signed off on by the devs if they're in the base DLC for Death Wish, but they're not originally Gears for Breakfast made as far as I know. You can access it from the TV and the spaceship as a homebrew deal Sorry, homebrew music with a DMQ disc to show each disc. But Vanessa's Curse is still the only one. Oh. So it seems like they allowed for having more, but then didn't make more? Let's see, now we can see how much time I lost by losing by one hit. One piece of damage, we lost 11.4 seconds. And almost all of that was to, losing a Silver Star. There's been nothing in here. Maybe they just abandoned it, I don't know. Oh. There are definitely a few things I still wish. I wish I had my first couple streams. I wish I had my first, like, Versus stream, first 64DS stream. Wish I had my original Tropical Freeze playthrough and first ever Sunshine playthrough. And maybe some of the older races against Evan also, like Galaxy 1. Those would be cool things to have. Once again, it's not the end of the world, because, like, I don't rewatch. It's not like I rewatch my own VODs that often, but. If ever, but. I don't know. Just for archival purposes. I do the VOD channel just mostly for myself. I doubt anybody really watches them. Sometimes the VODs randomly get recommended, and you'll see, like, oh, this random stream has 100 views on the VOD, but. The retention is very low, understandably, and it's just no comments, maybe a like or two. Just kind of weird. What do you think would be cool is Project A becoming a CDLC? It's a massive mod that compares to the length of the base game that's still in development. Oh wow, that is massive. TBC, have you heard my full thoughts on Hat in Time? I don't know if you've heard my full thoughts on Hat in Time. Not sure. And it's been a while since my original playthrough. All of what I've done since is just Death Wish stuff for bonus streams, but thoughts on Hat in Time. It's a fun game. The cute as heck stuff is certainly accurate. Like that is, they nailed the cute as heck part of it. That's in there, like in the game slogan or whatever, advertising shit. What else was I gonna say? Certainly, good aesthetic, good vibes, generally fun to play. The moveset is a little bit limited. It's just a double jump. It's really just like a double jump and a dive. It's like, I don't know. It's a pretty limited moveset, which is a little bit disappointing. I think the stages could use maps. I think especially in chapters 1 and 3, like, every part of the map just looks the same to me, and I can never tell where I'm going. And I did not have a good time in Chapter 3 as a result, because I could not find the shit I need to find when playing it. The bosses are really good. It bills itself as, like, a collectathon. I don't really know if that's accurate, because, like, I don't know, I guess there are multiple things to it, but the point is not really that you're, like, exploring every nook and cranny of the world for collectibles, like something like Banjo-Kazooie or Odyssey. Like, I don't really view it as a 3D collectathon like that, because it really just, you do episodes, and then there's, like, occasional things here and there. Like, there's the yarn balls and, like, the rift coins, I guess, or whatever they're called. the things that you put into the lottery to get, like, new skins and fuck me and stuff. But that's, like, pretty... The yarn balls, you don't need all of them. The thing's pretty optional. Like, I don't think it's... I would not consider it a collectathon. Like, I don't consider this game a collectathon, and it's pretty similar to... It's more similar to Mario 64 than something like Banjo-Kazooie. Or even Odyssey. Alright, last run of the night. When this run dies, stream ends. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. A lot about mods, there's a lot of cool custom hats and badges. That is nice. Also, very minor nitpick. I really wish the hook shot were just a permanent movement thing and not tied to a badge. Because I feel like I always have to have that equipped. And it's really limiting. Like, I feel like I always have to have hookshot and the no bonk badge equipped. And then I'm left with, like, one actual free badge slot. And it's really silly. Also, the camera is awful. The mod gives you 5 badge slots, but you still have hookshot. I mean, with extra badge slots, at least you could do more stuff. But when it feels like there's 2 badges that you always... Like, I feel like hookshot is a mandatory on, and no bonk is, like, basically mandatory on. And having 1 free slot for the rest is icky, in my opinion. It's way more limiting than it should be. Also, yeah, the game's camera is not very good, especially in, like, enclosed... If you're, like, tight spaces or up against a wall or something like that, it's just... not... It's tough. It's tough. I do remember... I remember reading an article at the time. I think I was looking up reviews on that time, debating whether to buy it or not. I remember reading an article saying, like... This game is pretty good, but they did, like me, they had an issue with the camera. Which is, like, very valid. But then they said something like... I don't remember, it was something effective, man, Mario 64 had a really good camera 20 years ago. Why couldn't this game have done this now? And I'm just like, did we play the same Mario 64? Because the lack of a good camera is my single biggest complaint with the original Mario 64. The camera fucking sucks in that game. That was a 16.2 despite that little bonk. That went really fast if I didn't hit the random little seam there. Like, good point. Bad example of a better camera. Mario 64 is one of the few 3D games 3D platformers I say has a worse camera than Hat in Time. It's easy to let the negative factors even kind of override my feelings, and I think the reason I got so nitpicky about it when playing it is just that it was advertised to me as this incredible, incredible game, and I was expecting a 10 out of 10 experience, and I got, like, an 8.5 out of 10 experience. Which, that's not really the fault of Hat in Time, but it's just... Man, I thought the game was gonna be great, and it was good, you know? And it's probably unfair for me to expect great from an indie game, right? It's not like I shouldn't expect an indie game to be Mario Odyssey 2. Or even Mario Sunshine 2. Although I do like the game more than Sunshine, but, right, like, that's not a fair expectation, but that's the expectation that was kind of given to me. And it just made the flaws a little bit more noticeable. And holy shit, Chapter 3 was not fun. Snatcher is a cool character, Vanessa's cool. Like, the characters in that are cool. The boss fights are good. The story is good. But the gameplay of the non-boss chapters, the Well chapter is, like, okay. I wouldn't say it's great. I remember a chapter, I don't even remember everything individually, but it's like... about Arctic Cruise? Arctic Cruise, it just kind of felt like you were doing the same thing over and over again. Like, how many hourglasses were there in Arctic Cruise? It wasn't that many, right? And one of them was just like you have to go to every room. And then there was Ship Shape, which just felt the same. And I don't remember if there was a third one. Oh, there was the ending sequence where you had to save all the people. That one was good. I'll say, the Arctic Cruise Rift, like the story rift, was so fucking hard. That's like the hardest hourglass in the game, is the Arctic Cruise Rift. Yeah, I think there were three main missions. I think two of them felt the same to me, but were like not bad. And the third one, like, they were good, but it just was redundant. And then the third one I thought was also good. Also, Arctic Cruise, I just found the thing with Arctic Cruise that is different for me than my complaints about whatever Chapter 3 is called. Is that all the rooms of the cruise are distinctly different, so I know where I am relative to other things. In the forest, everything looks the goddamn same. And there's no map, so I just have no fucking clue where I am at any moment in time. And it's like, oh, did I already... Like, there was one where I remember you had to find a bunch of paintings to throw into fires, and I just could not figure out where to go. Like, I couldn't tell where I'd already been. Everything looked the same. I was also dropping 8 million frames that stream because I was having internet issues, and it was just a miserable experience. I'll say, what were the other chapters in that? There was... The first one was like, I don't think it was... I feel like there wasn't that much to it. The well one was like, fine. I don't know which one the painting one was, but that was like, fine, I guess. But actually, the painting one really frustrated me. Never mind. It was frustrating me for the reasons I said. The mansion one was cool, and then it just kind of... And then you got onto the top floor, and it just fucking ended anticlimactically, and I feel like there just should have been more to that. And then there was one where you were just a mailman, and it's like, cool. I'm an errand girl. Peak gaming. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was told that by my chat too, because I expressed like, why was there not a third floor? It just ended. And I remember, I guess there was a mod somebody made that was like what the third floor was supposed to be or something like that. I think that's what I thought you were talking about when you said the whatever Vanessa thing for the CDLC. Because I was sent a video of that. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Should have been in the game. Or some version of that should have been in the game. Also, that was almost as bad as the one where I literally lost the fucking Silver Star because I couldn't get the first one. But yeah, I think Chapter 3 was really, really good thematically and story-wise and bosses-wise, but the core gameplay was just not great. Yakuza Metro was great. I love Yakuza Metro. That's my favorite chapter in the game. It is weird that that one didn't have a boss. It kind of like, you thought there was going to be a boss, and then there just wasn't, and it kind of ended anticlimactically, but other than the anticlimactic ending, the entire chapter was just top-notch. Sad you just ran from Empress. I mean, it was a cool chase sequence, but then it just ended. And I was really expecting a boss fight. But I guess when the character is, like, demonstrably that overpowered and that, like, they can one-shot you, I guess it's hard to make that into a fair-seeming boss fight. I don't know. I feel like I could have done something. A game that, in my opinion, is, like, known for its bosses.
Mario.
The DLC didn't have any, which is kind of weird. Like, the base game, if I were to ask, like, one thing gameplay-wise, like, aesthetics aside, one thing gameplay-wise that differentiates Hat in Time from other 3D platformers, I would actually say the bosses, because they're really, really good. And they're unique, and they're fun. I guess there's none in Chapter 4 either, but, like, the Mafia boss fight's really fun. The Mafia boss fight's good. The Bird boss fight's, I think, the weakest one, but it's still good. Snatcher is good. The Toilet is good. The final boss fight is cool. Although the final boss fight is definitely a bitrate destroyer. Like, the bosses are really, really well done, and then they just didn't make any for either of the DLCs, which is weird. I guess they did make all the refights for Death Wish, which is... Honestly, that is too much for me. There's a reason that Death Wish I'm at, like, halfway done or something, but I don't think I'll ever finish it, just because almost all that I have left is just stuff that I don't enjoy doing, and a lot of that is just the boss refights. Killing two birds is absolute chaos. Dude, I've tried that one. I think I have yet to survive more than 30 seconds on killing two birds, Death Wish. I have beaten the Mafia boss refight, although I haven't gotten all of the, I haven't gotten all of the like, sub-achievements for that, but I have at least gotten the main one for that. I've done most of the platforming-based Death Wish ones. I know I haven't done the Seal the Deal I haven't done the Seal the Deal or whatever, I think the thing that's the death, or the rift for Chapter 6, I have not done that one yet, and I'm kind of dreading that, because that one was already hard enough without adding the Death Wish timer onto it. I don't know what else that's, like, not boss I haven't done. Oh, it's mirrored? To be fair, I don't even think I would know that. I wouldn't remember that it was mirrored. Because it's been, like, probably 2 years since I played it the first time. Actually, maybe more. Probably 2.5 years. I should remember, because Hat in Time was the first game I played when I moved to where I am right now. Which was July 2022. And that was the first playthrough in my current house. All Rift Collapse Death Wishes are mirrored. I never picked up on that. There's a mirror badge. I forgot there was even a mirror badge. It's one of the benefits of the mirror badge just to unmirror the Death Wish. Huh. I don't think I ever picked up on that. Nice ground pound, or... Nice ground pound. Whoop. Well, not the best CCM, not the worst CCM. Saved a little time. I know I spent, like, across several streams, at least 5 hours doing the train rush, Death Wish. Probably 10 hours if you include the doing train rush jumpless Death Wish. But yeah, you only have 10 seconds or whatever it's called. That took me so long to beat, especially with the bonus stuff. It took like... I think there was an entire stream that I only did Train Rush Death Wish. I think an entire 5-hour stream where I only did Train Rush Death Wish, and I only did one of the 2 bonus... Like, I got all the conductor tokens, but I didn't get the one-hit wonder. And I just recently got that one-hit wonder, too. It's actually a highlight. I actually highlighted the run of clearing it because it was just so many hours of trying. I have like 500 deaths on that one. Because it shows your death track. I think I have like 500 deaths on that one. But that one was a grind, but that was a fun grind, because it's just like platforming. In a way that I don't feel like grinding, you know, the boss fight ones, because that's just... Hat in Time does have good bosses, as I've said, but grinding hard bosses has never been my favorite thing to do in games. I'd much rather grind hard platforming than hard boss fights. And in certain games, I don't remember any specific, but in certain games, boss fights have just been my weakness. Fuck. Where did my wall jump go? Oh my god. Shout out to Tricycle, aka Third Cycle. Honestly, this might even be Fourth Cycle. It's so bad, dude. That's even worse. What is happening, dude? Ship-shape at a million tasks. I know that. I've been told that one exists and is brutal. I have not gotten to it yet. Oh shit. Yep. There's a reason I land on the right, because if you land directly on the grass, you take the heavy fall damage. This would barely save time. This would be a gold split by 1 second if I split there, and I have a whole other fucking star to get. Jesus Christ, that was a disaster of 100 coin. I don't want to look at splits anymore. I don't want to kill the run, because I did say this was last run, but I don't want to look at the splits right now. We can look at them later. But yeah, we're losing like 30 seconds on this split. Disaster of 100 coin, and I failed tech skip too, so add that to the fucking ledger. Nice dive. Okay. Oh, that star is done. Actually went reasonably this time. God damn, that Womp just took the fucking wind out of me. Also, I guess I'm done rambling about Hat in Time, so I need a new topic to ramble about to distract myself from my mediocre to bad gameplay. What have we ranted about today? We've ranted about... We've rambled about Hat in Time, we've rambled like about the shortcomings of the US education system. Very different moods on that one. Oh shit. I didn't see where I was and I just went too far. Talk about highlight. We did talk about true. That's true. We did talk about the stupid new Twitch policies. Also, if you notice how much different the camera angle is here versus the first time, there's actually a reason for that. The text box that appears when you get the P-Balloon for the first time, that says like, Mario can float now, that actually zooms in and fucks up your camera angle so bad. Which usually doesn't matter because it's not that bad to do the or the JRB one correctly, but I fucked it up anyways. The P-Balloon in Dark World is much harder to do without the first time because you get the fucked up camera. Is this run even worth continuing? I could run a shorter category that I don't do very often. I'm gonna do Dark World just for practice, and if it goes poorly, I will, I guess, try a 50-star run, or I could just end, I don't know. Feel lame doing a 3-hour stream with nothing getting out of the lobby, but sometimes that's how the speedrunning goes. I decided to run this game today, too. I literally switched from my schedule, because I was supposed to do the... My schedule was playing a different game. I'm like, nah, I'd much rather play 64DS, so I switched around my schedule, and then this fucking shit is happening. Where we're down... probably close to a minute. Yeah, we're definitely down a minute. Yeah, it was supposed to be impossible later today. I decided I didn't feel like doing the impossible layer grind today. I'm just not in the mood to grind a hard level. More in the mood to grind speedrun attempts. I'm at the kind of annoying point where both of my current first playthroughs are just in grind mode. Because there's Monkey Ball grinding on the super hard stages at the end of the game. And then there's the Impossible Lair grinding on the one, you know, Impossible Lair. And so, like, there's nothing I'm really streaming that's just like, oh, here's a fun thing to relax with. It's just like, nope, it's Versus, which is Versus, or speedrun attempts, which is honestly the most brain-dead thing I've streamed of all that stuff, or fucking, Impossible Lair. There's no easy options. There's no light options, and I wanted a lighter option today, and yeah, none were available. Awesome throw. That wasn't even a bad Dark World, especially... That's close to gold if you take out the missed throw. Do we continue this run? It's plus 101. I could continue this run, I could end stream, or I could try a 50-star run. I don't really know if I'm feeling it. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I don't know. What do people want to see right now? I'm just kind of continuing on the run mindlessly right now. But, like, it's already going to be very hard to PB. Okay, that Chuckya was camping the fuck out of me, dude. Hi, Zimbo! Thanks for the raid! This run is dead. I was about to end stream. Ugh. How's stream, Zimbo? Let me get you a shout out. Were you in Wonder? How was Wonder? What Thursday? Can't do LMB. Hey there, alright. Welcome all raiders. Hope you're doing well. We're doing Mario 64DS speedruns. They have not been going well. I think I'm going to switch categories to a shorter category. I'm gonna switch to a shorter category. Yeah. Because I don't feel like doing an hour and a half run. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this hour-long category. See if I can get something going. Oh wait, never mind. Simon wants a IW. You got it. We haven't made it to World 5 again. Wasn't very good. Only did one attempt. Classic Life's at 1. Yeah! At least when I started streaming, there was no... I'm on Mac, so there was no, like, downloadable for Mac. I don't know if there is now, but I just got used to Life Split 1. I think I just have a generic timer. Yeah, this is... time! Yeah, this is just a timer. We'll use this for IW. You want TTC as Mario? You got it. Honestly, I don't know the last time that channel point thing has been redeemed. Simon has chosen an IW, which is just, yeah, so we have chosen Mario, TikTok Clock, so we're going to try to get all the stars as Mario and TikTok Clock as fast as possible. This is the character that I would normally be in TikTok Clock with, so this is just basically a 150 run. There isn't yet, but there's an OBS plugin that makes it a source you can add. I am aware of that, and I've messed around with it, but I honestly like having the window capture more than the source, because I can just see it bigger when it's a window capture. Like, as a source, I was basically only seeing my splits through OBS display, and I actually prefer seeing it. Here. We're pretending we got a middling run to Tippy? Alright. I don't know when timing starts on the Nile. I'm just gonna start when I press the A button here. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna get all 8 stars here. 5 of these I would do in an 80-star run. I knew that was bad. I need to be further left. Yeah, there we go. If you're all the way right there, it's like you're not close enough. Anyways, yeah, shout out to one-sided wall jumps. Shout out to Luigi Cap. Oh yeah, TTC is wildly different in this game. It's a lot friendlier, actually. There's, like, more safe ground and shit. It's easier to climb up. Alright, that's 1 star. Luigi and a Mario IW. Yeah, the IW is just what character you enter as. You can still get caps. And you actually need to for some of the stars, so... Maybe. I mean, technically there is a clip that you can do to get that star as Mario, but I'm not very good at it. It's called Sneep. Where's the invisible walls? Yeah, I'm sure there are invisible walls somewhere in this game, but you definitely do not run into them nearly the frequency that you do in vanilla. Especially this stage. This stage is just Invisible Wall City in 64. Okay. Those are the 2 Luigi stars. I'm just gonna do Hundos now, bite that bullet. There's called Vanilla. I call original Mario 64 Vanilla sometimes, which I think is just because I've been watching Iron Mario and Rando recently. I definitely heard that coin sound effect and thought I got a follow. Because my follow sound effect is the coin sound effect from this game. Wait, what am I doing? I don't think... actually, no, never mind. Oh, shoot, I missed a red. I can't see... Okay, whatever. We have the right number of coins now. Shout out to Triple Wall Jump. If you like that wall jump, good news. We get to do it again later. This game is like a funny ROM hack. This game is better than 64. I'll give it that. This might be the best 64 ROM hack, if you think about it in those terms. This might be my favorite 64 ROM hack. Pay attention to this first blue coin. It is 3 blue coins in the trench coat. That first blue coin gives you 15 coins. I don't know why, but it certainly makes hundos easier. Mario in the Multiverse looks pretty sick. Also, I need to not collect that Wario cap. Okay, I have plenty of coins. There's 20 more coins in the route. I definitely should have enough, unless I get, like, the worst RNG of all time. No, that's actually pretty good RNG. Okay. Yeah, there's enough extra coins in the route just because you can get pretty bad RNG with these coins just going everywhere at the end. You like this game, but you're too OG, you can't make an unbiased statement. That's fair. I'm sure my statement is of this game being better is biased, but... Alright, that's CTC Hundos. Honestly, not as bad as I expected that to go. 4 stars down. 4 stars down, 4 to go. Ah, shit, I missed. I didn't have the right angle there. That's fine, I'll just do reds. Shout out to Tactical Bonk! Because, yeah, the star doesn't actually spawn 8 miles in the air like it does in original. It spawns on the ground. Something you want to play, so you play Cursed Mirror after learning about it in Builder 64, and that was fun. Is Cursed Mirror the, like, 4-player one? For, like, GBA or something? Okay, there we go. Anyways, this is star number 6 we're getting, the Switch Star. Also, yeah, this pendulum area looks wildly differently compared to the original. This is maybe the most notable difference is this area with the blue coin switch and the pendulum. That just doesn't even look remotely like it did in 64. Alright, we got 1 quick star, and then the weirdest star. Oh, you're talking about the ROM hack? Oh, Amazing Mirror, that's the one I'm thinking of, never mind. Fuck. That happens sometimes. I'm not 100% consistent with that jump, and I honestly don't know why it fails sometimes, but whatever. SM64 Beyond the Cursed Mirror? Okay. Well, I have the ability to play SM64 ROM hacks now, but I just haven't. Alright, last star is Silvers. And I think we're just gonna take a nice break here. I think that we've been playing hard for, 7 minutes. Let's just take a bit of a break. Right, okay, we can start playing now. Yeah, so this star is really stupid. The silver stars just, like, bounce around. And how they move is, like, you have some control over it, and there's, like, a strat that involves, like, collecting all of them on the way up, but I'm not very good at it, and you often just fall all the way back down. Wait a minute. I never remember how to get up from here. So the most consistent, not the fastest, but the most consistent strat is literally just to stand still until a silver star falls on your head. And then the other 4 will all just fall down on the other side like that. It's really silly looking, but it is the fastest I know how to get, legitimately is the fastest I know how to get that star consistently. Because it's a really dumb star. Uh-oh. Well, shit. I'm very not used to this movement, because this is not a star you get in 80, so... I don't know the last time I did a 150 run, but that would be the last time I've collected this star. Can't one-sided wall jump. Damn, it's gonna be over 9-minute IL, that's not very good. Okay, that's what I was trying to do, because the star is over here. Alright, there we go. Hypothetical Ace Server is still alive with a 907? I don't know, man. Also, I do want to show, like, what the... If you don't want to get the Luigi cap, I'm gonna show how that looks. Because I actually... It might take me a few tries, but I do know the clip at least. It's called Sneep, named after former world record holder Polished Grain. If you're wondering how that naming works, his old username used to be Sneep... some numbers. I don't remember what the numbers were. But yeah, the trick became known as Sneak Clip or Sneep. There's a related trick known as Lit Clip, which stands for Luigi in the Cage Clip. And now one I actually don't know how to do. I'll say, you'd think I would be able to get this without this ledge grab, but I really never am able to do it without the ledge grab and then climb back up. Okay, yeah, so you go over here, you take this, basically you need to slide through that gap. You can get through that, like, there's a gap, oh, what the hell? There's a gap there between the block and the wall, and I do not remember the correct camera alignment for this. No, that wasn't. There's a trick to get the camera aligned properly for this, but I do not remember what it was. Yeah, no, I'm not getting the right camera. I think I've forgotten how to do the camera setup proper. I think maybe like tap forward twice and then lock. You can get in that gap. But I need the right camera angle, which I do not remember how to get. That was just horrible. There was something about, like, you grab this, you, like, tap up twice. Grab this, press L, tap up twice. I swear you can get through this gap. But I don't know how. Anyways, there is, once you get into that cage, there is actually a further way to then clip out of bounds, and then you can clip back in bounds. You can clip back in bounds further down and actually get the cage star that way. What the hell was that? I want to show that this is possible, because I know it is. I've done it. I need to stop pressing left and right. Oh my god, camera. Why is the camera not moving? Holy fuck. Ah. My angle sucks, dude. I swear this is possible. I swear, dude. I am not pressing the directions the game says I am. I'm trying to tap straight up, and the game is like, nah, what if you were? Well, okay. Maybe I'm giving up on this trick, because I think there is something subtle with the camera angle to get it right that I'm just not remembering. Anyways, that's the trick.
Me, Mario.
Alright, I think I am going to end stream there, because I am getting kind of tired and I really don't feel like doing another run. So, that's going to be it for stream. Sorry for people that just came in from the raid. I just am not feeling another run tonight. Let's go find somebody to raid. Thinking about raiding Zimbo, but he is no longer alive, so let's see who is. Is there any chance anyone is playing Mario 64 DS? No. Why did I even think about that? Who am I gonna raid? I guess we'll raid somebody who's playing Mario 64. We're gonna raid Stephen Lee. I know we've raided him a bunch recently, but he's like the only... Not many people online who I'd want to raid, and all of them I've raided recently, so... Let's go raid Stephen Lee. He's doing the Iron Mario 64 challenge that I was talking about earlier. Let's go hit him with a high emo to choice mine if you got someone else if you don't. Thank you really so much for coming to the stream. Thank you to Super Guy, Lemon Christmas Tree, and Zim Practical for the raids. Thank you everyone else for chatting, lurking, being part of the stream. Sorry the runs kind of sucked tonight. That happens. I'll try to do better next time. I'll be back on Saturday for Impossible Lair attempts, the super hard final level of Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. We'll see how those go. Anyways, once again, thank you all so much for coming to the stream. Go give Steve and Lee some love. Hope to see you back here next time, and have a great night, everybody.